Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. We're starting it. We're doing it. We're starting the Quantum Break lore run. Finally, the last puzzle piece. The last puzzle piece, y'all, until we can jump into Alan Wake 2. We're there, dude. But without further ado, here we go. All right. This is the Xbox version, which we're playing on Xbox Series X. I've never actually played the PC version of this game, believe it or not. Never did. New game. We're gonna stick with normal, I guess. The Riverport University Experiment, Act 1, Part 1. The number one killer is time.
The number one killer is time. It destroys us all. This is what you need to know. Time broke. A growing fracture leading to the end of time.
Oh no.
We went after a device that could fix it. Things turned ugly. Paul Serene was there to stop us. He has superpowers.
Jack?
Him and me both. We failed.
Jack.
And of course, time travel was involved.
Oh, naturally.
Going too fast for you?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. What do you want to cover first? You tell me.
Let's start at the beginning.
I gotta play Time Knife as well.
When you first arrived at Riverport University.
If only.
I came back home to see my best friend, Paul Serene. He wanted to show me what he'd been working on. My brother Will was a scientist. He was also involved. Paul said it was world-changing. He was right.
Whoa!
Come on! Watch
Whoa.
where you're going, man! Fuck off!
Get out of the road! Asshole.
Little bit of frame drops, which is weird
Riverport University.
because I'm on a
Here we are.
console. But you know, technology.
Hey, thanks for the ride.
No problem.
Oh wait, hold up. I think that taxi driver might be the actor that played Dylan in Control.
You'd been away for 6 years.
Paul and I had kept in touch.
I need to
but
fact check that, but I
Well-
think that was him.
Not so much.
How did it make you feel?
I was just happy to see Paul.
Yeah. I just noticed that. So, I was trying to figure out where I saw... Yeah, it's Dylan. It's Dylan. So, okay, here's something else that's really strange, right? So if I turn around here, check who's looking at us over on the sidewalk over there. Hey, Rockhand, welcome in. Thank you for that ice cream over
I
on
guess I should go
TikTok.
find Paul.
Who dis?
Welcome.
And hello, welcome. How you doing? Welcome in. Who's
morning.
this?
Yeah.
Hi, Lance Reddick.
Hey, you work for Monarch, don't you? I've seen your face on the news.
Guilty as charged.
An anti-Monarch protest doesn't exactly seem
Yeah,
I like to keep a close eye on the opposition.
like Uh-huh.
he was watching Jack the whole
My dad was
time.
out here. I better head into the campus.
Can I talk to him some more?
A little dressy for 4 a.m., don't you think?
It's a very special occasion.
Really?
I'm guessing you're not referring to the protest.
Let's call it a private function. You'll have to excuse me, I have work to attend to.
Can we just have a staring contest? Look at Shawn Ashmore's looking pretty intense right now.
I don't have the time.
Yeah, Lance Reddick was an amazing actor. I'm so bummed that we lost him. So many iconic roles over the years. I can think of many. Between, well, obviously this and Silence and the Horizon series. I used to love watching that show Fringe. He was on Fringe. I mean, so many things I can't even think of. Yeah, the Resident Evil show, which I know a lot of people didn't like, but I actually liked it for what it was. All right. Can I continue to talk to him? No, he okay. He's just gonna keep staring at us. All right, fine. Let's walk away. And then, oh wait, is he still there?
Where'd that guy go?
And poof, just like that, he's gone. He's gone. Where did he go? Hey, David, welcome in. Howdy, happy Monday. How you doing? I want to look at some of these posters if I can. Some of these I don't think are actual things that we can look at. What's really strange, so like I said, we're playing this on Series X, and I don't recall if the game was originally set to be in 30 FPS or 60. I would venture to guess, since this was an Xbox One title, it probably was 30. So I'm seeing a little bit of, I don't know how to describe it, kind of like ghosting almost. So I don't know if it's just trying to catch up with the faster frame rate of the new console. It's a minor nitpick visually. Let's see, can we... Is this a Nissan? No. There's a lot of product placement in this game. Kind of like the OG Alan Wake. Had Energizer and... what else was in Alan Wake? Energizer and Verizon ads all over the place. This game has Nissan ads all over the place. Let's see. What do we got over here? Hey, buddy. What's up? Looks like he's having a rough night.
Rough night, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, it's for... it's just whatever's doesn't even matter anymore.
Yeah. Oh, hey, dude. What's... Wow. I want to go sleep it off. Hey, Antithesis, welcome in. I'm doing all right today. How about you? It's good to see you. Welcome to the lore run of Quantum Break.
Physics building.
All right, where are we currently? We are... Oh, you are here. Okay, so we need to go to the physics building, which is... Which one on the... Well, we'll find it. We'll run into it. Okay, narrative objects. To immerse yourself deeper in Quantum Break's story, you can review previously collected narrative objects inside the game's timeline menu. So if we go to the timeline menu, Riverport University map. Oh, I don't know if I ever did this. Looked at the stuff that we've discovered. Jack Joyce arrives at Riverport University to meet his best friend, Paul Serene, who needs help from someone he can trust. Seems simple enough. We talk to this dude again? All right. Yeah, Mike and I have had quite a week, and not necessarily that it's any better. It's just I've been able to kind of process a bit. So I am thankful for the distraction that is video games. I will say that. But I appreciate everybody hanging out and allowing me to gush over the lore in this game. Let's see. Well, there's the big Monarch Solutions building off in the distance. I don't think there's anything else in this little area, so... Try to do, like, the deep lore run, trying to find everything we can. This is as fast as Jack can run right now, by the way. He's not super fast. Yeah, and that's kind of like... A lot of my issues this week, it just was socially very draining. So, like, in order for me to talk and play games at the same time, I realize it sounds very, very silly to a certain extent, but it was difficult for me to even think about doing.
It's good to hear your voice. When you hit the courtyard, look right, you'll see this fancy modern physics building with the lights on.
Okay.
Inside there. I am so looking forward to this, man.
You still haven't told me what this
Perhaps that
is.
large building right there.
See you soon.
Why 4 a.m.? Why not wait till morning? Paul had always been a showman.
Oh man, I forgot to, like, the Windows Phone placement. What do we have here?
That's vaguely ominous.
So I never realized there was a mural here. And those will come into the story as we go. Let's see here, what do we get? Protest flyer. Hey you, take action now. Monarch Solutions wants to tear down the pride of Riverport University, the beautiful and historic library building generations have studied in. This is a part of our heritage, but they don't care. Are you going to put up with that? Of course you aren't. Are you going to take action? Of course you are. First of all, go online, use hashtag save the library, and get loud. The only way they'll stop if they look bad enough doing it. Secondly, join our protest at the university on October 8th. Let's show them there are still people left in Riverport who give a crap. Yeah! Hey, Pondwater, hello, welcome. How you doing? Yes, I love all these games, though. I really do. Whoa, what's going on over here? Oh, somebody's passed out sleeping, I think. Oh, man. Rough night.
Some protest.
Can I pick up your Windows phone? Is that a Windows phone? Oh, heck yeah, it is. But I can't touch it. Yeah, this is the last little puzzle piece before we jump into Alan Wake 2, so it's a little bittersweet because it's been quite the journey. But I'm so ready to finally check out Alan Wake 2. So ready. Mike, do you remember when this game first came out and we were both like, we want to get Windows phones? Just solely, like, we were totally influenced by the game. So, well played, Microsoft. Did we end up getting Windows phones? I know, like, at the time, I think I was working at a wireless carrier, and I think I had one for a demo for a little bit. It wasn't bad. Just there weren't many apps on it. But I'm trying to think, when did this game come out? Because app stores were kind of still a new thing to a certain extent. Let's see. Sophia Amaral seminar poster. Guest seminar, Dr. Sophia Amaral. Thursday, September 29th, 7 p.m. at the Henry Kim Theater. The recently appointed head of Monarch Solutions' physics research division, Dr. Sophia Amaral, has taken much of her inspiration from the theories of Riverport's own Dr. William Joyce, and now devotes herself to discovering practical applications for chronon particles. Her presentation will highlight the evolution of chronon particle research and will be followed by Q&A focused on career advice for aspiring physicists. And hence... failed costume party. Old Gods of Asgard tribute. Stone Crow. December 12th, 2016. Man. Early Crows tickets, $14, door $20. EAOntickets.com. I wonder if that actually worked back then. But nice little Old Gods of Asgard tip of the hat. See, if Windows Phone had more apps, it would have been able to hold its own. Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I'm content. I've finally reached the age I feel that, like, for a while I used to like having all the new stuff and new technology to to mess with, but now I'm just kind of like, it works. I'm good with it. I don't need to mess with things too much. I am good. I'm good with my iPhone. Let's see. Comic Fest, Riverport. Hockey team tryouts. Life drawing Thursday afternoons. Okay. Oh, what do we got here? Stop Monarch Problems poster. For years, Monarch Solutions has been buying out Riverport piece by piece, steamrolling over small businesses and local culture to establish corporate dominance. On October 9th, they intend to demolish the historic Riverport University Library to make way for additional Monarch-funded university research centers. They've gone too far. Sick of Monarch Solutions turning our city into a corporate monopoly? So are we. It's time to stop trading culture for profits. It's time to stop Monarch. On October 8th at 7 p.m., help us spread awareness of Monarch's shameful actions by joining our protest in the central courtyard. Camp out and enjoy the all-night music. Tell your friends. For more information, contact Amy Ferrero. Ferrero at riverportuniversity.com. Note, this is a non-alcoholic event. So would it actually be riverportuniversity.com? I feel like it would be .edu. Again, I'm nitpicking. What do we have here? Learn the exotic language of the mysterious Finns in this riveting bi-weekly language course. Take the dive with teacher Miko. I can't make it out. Capapalo? I think that's what it says. Into the exciting realm of partitive grammatical structure that will help open your mind to, it's very tiny. I can't zoom in anymore. Something language family and free you from the shackles of arduous prepositions. There will be free Salmiki at the door. That's funny. Hey, what's going on here? Hey, Cosmic Reed, welcome. How are you? Happy Monday.
Hey, do you know where the physics building is?
You mean the big-ass metallic turtle behind me? Hard to miss, man.
Well, I mean, you got a point there, dude. Conserve the library. It's like save the clock tower. I'm doing all right. I'm happy to be here playing some games. Sinking into some lore. It's a welcome distraction. For sure. And to hang out with everybody. Please go around. Registration on the left. Thanks.
Hey, it's Bobby Radford here on the tail end of the night shift.
Oh, hey.
How you doing, Riverport? Burning the midnight oil? Just waking up? Or you getting ready for bed?
He sounds like he's from Boston.
Maybe you're asleep. I wouldn't blame you. Not a lot going down in downtown tonight. Now, unless you're at the Riverport University campus, where the protest against Monarch Solutions is still going on. You see, Monarch wants to knock down the old campus library.
Seems like everyone's asleep.
The protesters are saying that building's a part of our heritage.
They had quite the party, it looks like.
Gobbling up yet another bit of Riverport. Personally, I'm with the activists on this one. I'm sure Monarch's new building will be big and shiny, but well, come on, who gives a shit? I love that old library, even if it is kind of falling apart. I like things with character. And Monarch, hell, they've got all the character of a brand new smartphone. Sure, call me a hipster, whatever. I just think you don't have to be a smug douchebag with organic sneakers and an ironic NASCAR cap to prefer a nice corner restaurant with personality to yet another olive.
Sell us a Windows phone, dude.
Much as it pains me to say this, I think this is a done deal.
Oh.
Monarch's gonna take that library down tomorrow no matter what we say. Might as well back it up and go home, get ready for the next fight.
No.
You know, they aren't done with our town yet.
Don't give up. Well, I think he's done. So here's an interesting tidbit too. So we won't notice this till later, but we actually go through this area later in the game because I recognize that room. So that's kind of a cool touch too, that everything kind of interconnects.
Amy, call it a night. There's nobody left to convince.
Let's go over here, this little tent first. Oh, did I already look at this? Oh, I think I did. Never mind. Sorry, I'm just trying not to miss anything. What do we got here?
The protests seemed like a lost cause. Made me sympathize with the students.
Where did everybody go? The Library Liberation Party. You know what? I don't want to talk to her just yet because I think it might kick something off. Let's look at the other stuff before we talk to Amy. Amy's Monarch timeline. Monarch problems. Selling out Riverport since 1999. In 1999, they bought out all major tech and security companies in Riverport, using earnings from shady investments. In 2000, evaded questioning regarding who was truly running Monarch. In 2001, bought out major media outlets. Questions stopped being asked. Bought Gull Island in 2006. Tore down war monuments to construct R&D facilities. In 2008, demolished Riverport's central train station to build Monarch Tower. 2010, purchased entire industrial district and dry docks, putting thousands of people out of work. And in 2016, aimed to demolish Riverport University Historical Library to replace it with yet another research facility. What is Monarch's agenda? Nobody knows. Who runs the company? Nobody knows. When do we want answers? Now. 6 of 16. Knowledge over profit. Save our library. What do we have here? This fancy... Who hauled this television out here? Oh?
It's not a lake. It's an ocean.
Alan? Alan?
He's been gone for 5 years.
Dark
Oh,
matter
snap.
and dark energy constitute over 95% of the universe. We're just a speck of light floating in an endless ocean of darkness.
Oh, Sam Lake, you're the best. Alan.
Every story finds its writer.
It is all connected. I wonder if that was supposed to be like an early Saga Anderson.
Wake has a bloody knife in his light of the flashlight. He smiles a wicked smile as he lies in the floor.
He's wearing the shirt from American Nightmare. Oh man. Alan. Return. Oh, so good.
Two faces. The one we wear for all to see, and the face that lies beneath in the dark.
It's all connected. So good. I remember the first time I saw that, I was like, oh my god, Alan Wake's coming back. So good. Let's go talk to Amy. Actually, before we do that, is there anything else that I can look at? Because I don't want to miss anything. Let's talk to her.
If you're with that fraternity, you've done enough damage. We're being shut down.
Hey, I come in peace. I'm just meeting a friend nearby.
At 4 a.m.?
He was using the
Yeah, tell me
clicker.
about it.
He was.
Well, we're spreading awareness about Monarch Solutions, so if you want to know how badly they're giving us the shaft, then you could just ask me.
Okay, cool.
All right, what's going on here?
Okay. How would you feel if you knew a corporate monopoly was taking a massive dump all over your personal history?
That's quite an opener.
And that is
Good.
Amelia Rose Blair.
Because that beautiful library over there is over 100 years old. It's part of the city's heritage. And Monarch Solutions plans to tear it down tomorrow. Do you want to know why? We've got a chart with all the details.
Oh, you may recognize her from several things. Most notably that at least I can think off the top of my head. She was in True Blood. She was also in Detroit Become Human. I know she's been in a lot more, but those are the two big things I know
or
her
you're
from.
just lurking around?
And I mean, she streams on Twitch too, with her and her husband, and they're fantastic.
Just lurking. Got it.
Well, what do you? I can't talk to you anymore. You won't give me options to speak to you. Amy? She just looks really upset. Okay, never mind. We're just lurking, it's fine. Let's see.
Paul had always been hungry for success. Driven. He made it onto a lot of those top young professionals lists. And now he was coordinating some huge project at the university. It's a big deal for him.
We also need to talk to this gentleman.
Hey, protest's over. Head home.
Not why I'm here, Chief. Holster that safety whistle.
Prick.
Where's your uniform?
Excuse me.
Come on. I've been in shit enough to smell at security.
You sure this is somewhere that you want to be sniffing around?
Was that supposed to be a threat? Because that's adorable.
Just walk away.
Liam, why are you so angry?
Not the happiest guy, are you? I'm guessing you don't get invited to many dinner parties.
I said walk away.
Okay, fine.
All right. Good talk. Liam Burke, a Monarch security officer. Our first meeting was cordial compared to him introducing a rifle butt to my head later on.
Oh, so he does give background. Okay. Although I think that's it. We only hit staring contests.
Come on, move along.
Yes, enhance. And enhance. Okay, fine. He doesn't want to talk to us anymore. Fine. Let me see if I can go around the other side of the building here. Oh no, I can't. I don't think there was any way for me to get over into the tents over there. Let me check it out. I'd have to like push past Amy, I think, in order to do that. I don't know. I'm actually curious. Is there anything else on the TV, or is it just repeat the same thing? Oh, it just repeats the same thing. Okay. It was worth a shot. I don't think I can go through the... I can't jump over. Nah, okay. Into the giant metallic turtle, as that dude said.
We're just a speck of light floating in an endless ocean.
Alan! Soon. I think we might have some notes over here, though. The Meyer Physics Research Center. Dr. Kim Memorial Article. In Memoriam, Dr. Henry Kim, PhD, 1965 to 2016. Our dear friend and colleague, Henry Kim, PhD, passed away on Friday, February 12th, 2016, at the age of 50. As a professor at Riverport University, Dr. Kim was praised for his tireless devotion to his field and his students. Both Dr. William Joyce and Dr. Eldon Meyer, whose research efforts eventually led to the discovery of the Meyer-Joyce field, were his students. He later made a name for himself as the director of Monarch Solutions' Physics Research Division. While maintaining this position, he also contributed heavily to the research at Riverport University, lending his services to the development of Project Promenade, based on his students' discoveries, which he continued to work on until the time of his death. Yeah, Pondwater, we did. He was not happy to see us. He was not very happy to see Jack, although he did just disappear into thin air. We turned around and turned back around to look for him again, and he was gone. Like a ghost.
Not exactly modest, are we, Paul?
We're like, where did he go? Paul Serene focus article. Project director. With a track record of extremely profitable business ventures behind him, Paul Serene joined Riverport University in 2010 to head one of the most significant physics research projects the university has ever seen. He's the youngest project director in the history of our university, and by far the most successful to date. His involvement has encouraged a flood of high-profile investments that resulted in the extremely ambitious yet unrevealed? Or should it be unrivaled? I feel like it should be unrivaled. Quantum physics project referred to as Project Promenade. In his own words, "I'm not a scientist myself, and thus it may come as a surprise to many that I fought to obtain the position as project director of development here at the university. For me, it's a dream come true. Growing up, my best friend was the brother of renowned quantum physicist William Joyce. I've always been fascinated by William's work, and his publications from 1997 to 1999 were groundbreaking for the scientific community. As a businessman, I've been able to help shape a path to create practical applications for William's work by building on the foundation that he created with a group of immensely talented physicists. That was the basis for Project Promenade, and the results have been absolutely revolutionary. Paul Serene's favorite sports team is the Riverport Rexes. You can see him front row at every game. Well, I think they're like T-Rexes too. I know, just poof! He's like, bam. Now you see me, now you don't. The Meyer Physics Research Center main entrance. I just want to see if there's anything down here. Probably not. Because if this came out in, what, 2016? I think, right? Just even since then, the game industry has come so far in graphics and everything. But you can definitely, in this game, see foundations that we ultimately end up seeing iterated into Control. And I'm sure that it's probably the same thing with Alan Wake 2.
You made a long trip just to see a research project?
Well, reading between the lines, Paul was under a lot of pressure. He needed a friend. I wanted to help him any way I could.
Son of a bitch.
Jack Joyce.
It still looks great for its age, though.
In the flesh.
I mean, it's not an old game, obviously.
Mr. Paul Serene. What's shaking, moneybags?
Shut up and bring it in. Welcome home. 6 years.
Oh.
And I was starting to think you'd never come
He's
back.
wearing a Stone Crow shirt.
Me too.
Come on.
The Old Gods of Asgard tribute band.
This way. We're going upstairs to the project lab. How was the flight?
First class.
I want to check all the things.
Step up from our van trip to Utah.
I missed that van.
I'm guessing that Will's not meeting us.
He doesn't know we're here.
I knew Paul had asked my brother Will to consult on his project. Will was all the family I had, but he was difficult.
It's interesting that he's the head of a physics department with no scientific background.
Yo, Paul, you think you got enough space here?
Well, you know, us business types need somewhere to practice our putting.
Incident? Jesus, Will. What'd you do this time?
Let's see. So we'll start from the initial message. So to Haley Shelton from Joseph Chahad. Probably said that wrong, but that's okay. October 7th, 2016, 9:37 p.m. Subject, William Joyce security clearance. Haley, any idea who William Joyce is? Got a strange request to cut his clearance at exactly 4:20 a.m. on October 9th.
Far more exciting than the
Paul, we're reading! Hush!
That will be for me to decide.
Order was from Liam Burke of Monarch's Security Division, so the dude we just saw outside. I know they're consulting for university security, but do they have actual authority here? Whole thing seems sketchy to me. Thoughts? Joseph, I asked, and I've got confirmation from our supervisor that Dr. William Joyce's security clearance needs to be revoked. So yeah, the time for termination is scheduled for 4:20 a.m. October 9th precisely. Is that a hobbit? It is. It's Dominic Monaghan. Yes, it is. That's his brother in this game. No idea why that exact time. Must be a contract thing. The guy was consulting on Promenade, but he lost his shit in front of investors a few days ago. Hush, Paul.
Small pleasures.
I was the one dragging him out. It got pretty crazy. He was yelling about how some lady warned him this would happen. No idea what the hell that was about. If it was up to me, I'd cut his clearance immediately, but screw it. They don't want my advice. I don't want to get involved in any of the Monarch stuff anyway. Let's just do our jobs. So just keep an eye open for Dr. Joyce until then, okay? P.S. Don't feel too bad about it. I heard this guy actually stole some video game from the break lounge or something. So maybe not somebody we want running around anyway. Yeah, that's his brother. You know what's funny? So, and I'm probably gonna get some shock for this, but I have yet to see one of the Lord of the Rings films in its entirety.
This way, Jack.
Or The Hobbit. I did read The Hobbit back in school. I've read The Hobbit, but I have not seen the films. I know. I tried a long time ago to watch Fellowship of the Ring. It was the extended edition, and I fell asleep, and I never looked back. I know. Everyone's gonna be angry at me. I've been meaning to sit down and actually give him a shot.
How much did you pay them to put this on display when I got here?
I just haven't done it yet.
Even I'm not that tacky.
Paul's Serene Focus article. With a track record of extremely profitable business ventures behind him. Is this the same thing? This is the same thing we read outside, I feel like. It is. It's a duplicate article. What the heck? Well, never mind. We'll skip it. I'm gonna reread it. Yes. Some of your lore is duplicated, sir. Who wants a bottle of sizzle? Yummy. Looks like we've just got different colors of sizzle. I have no idea what.
In here, Jack. Going up.
But we have lore to look at first. Maybe. I don't know if I can get into these offices. Oh, I might not be able to. Hold up. You know what? I think that screensaver might be an Alan Wake nod as well, because it looks very much like Bright Falls.
Jack. Over here. Come on. Going up.
Look, I've never seen The Godfather, and amongst people my age, you know what? I've seen bits and pieces, but I have not. That's another one that people probably like, what? You've never seen it?
It's quite the facility you got here.
What can I say? I have a knack of milking money.
That's a fancy building.
Investors.
I remember we had to read The Hobbit when I was in, I think it was 7th grade, because our teacher was like really into Lord of the Rings. So it'd be funny to like go back and ask that teacher, like whenever they announced that the movies were coming, he probably was beside himself with joy.
Protests against Monarch are going strong, I see.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised you didn't join in. I thought that kind of trouble was your...
Monarch Solutions job
Well,
fair.
it used to be our forte. You're the one that sold out.
Oh, I don't know. Rich and successful isn't too bad.
Gentlemen, I'm
You should
reading.
give it a try.
Ush. Meet Monarch spokesperson Martin Hatch in person, September 29th, from 1 to 4. You're about to graduate and you're looking for the next step. Your future starts here. Monarch Solutions is the #1 employer of university graduates in Riverport. We're actively seeking employees with... Hey!
Going up.
Hush! We are actively seeking new employees within various divisions, including energy solutions, security enforcement, marketing, Chronon research, robotic engineering, customer service, information technology. Attend our 1 p.m. seminar with Monarch's Martin Hatch to learn the many benefits of working for Monarch Solutions. Be a part of a bright new future. Be a part of the Monarch family. Yes. So in that same class, because the Lord of the Rings books were so long, we listened to like abridged audiobooks as part of that class.
There's more to this than you're letting on. Is it about my brother?
And
Still worry about him, huh?
their performance was terrible in it.
Then Jack, man.
It was
Look,
so
I've been telling
bad.
you about this for a reason. This project we've been working on is going to change the entire world.
Why do I smell one of your long-winded presentations on the horizon?
There's a PowerPoint right there.
I would never. Oh, look. A perfectly placed presentation to illustrate the project. Now,
Yeah.
who put that there?
Oh, shocking.
Who did that?
Okay. Enough joking. The lab's this way, Jack. Come on.
Can I watch this this presentation, sir?
We'll get to your lab. I want to see your presentation.
Yeah.
I know you love this stuff. Come on, man. Dazzle me.
Well, if you insist.
Progress. Our primary drive as a species. Over time, we have cured life-threatening illnesses.
He's giving us the full presentation right now.
Oh, good. Going into marketing spiel mode.
Don't ruin my flow.
This will be on the quiz chat,
There is
so pay
one
attention.
element which denies us true progress.
I kid.
Time itself. Now, I'm not a scientist, but here's how it's been explained to me. We've known that, in theory, a rotating black hole creates a deformation in space-time, potentially allowing travel through both space and time.
Wow.
Years ago, William Joyce, your brother, posited the existence of
What a
chronon
photo.
particles, now known as Meyer-Joyce particles, which fill an all-encompassing field, enabling the constant and steady progression of time.
Yes, he's going to tell us how to
Here at
conquer
Project
time.
Promenade, we have combined both these theories to discover a way to manipulate that field. And the results are staggering.
We don't have time to discuss time.
There's more, but that's enough of a primer for now.
Wait, how would you even describe
All right, let's
a
do this.
scientific
So this is about quantum physics.
theory that in depth?
Paul, you know my brother spent years stuck down that rabbit hole. Is that why you brought Will on as a consultant?
In like 5 minutes, there's no way.
Brother was the obvious choice to bring in to replace him.
Like you would to grasp the concept. You know what I mean? It just wouldn't happen.
The city had changed. Paul changed. Didn't feel right being back.
It was your hometown. In 6 years, you never felt any desire to return?
There was always more keeping me away.
There's the Riverport Rexes. I love the T-Rex with the little football helmet on. He's carrying that football with his little arms, little T-Rex arms.
Over here, Jack. This is what I've been working on.
I've always said that I wanted to go and like go and actually make an attempt at reading Lord of the Rings and watching the movies, because it's one of those things that I know is so beloved that I'm like, I want to give it a shot and see if I enjoy it too. But I don't know. It's very daunting. There's so much. Kind of like the stuff with Game of Thrones, because there's so much. There's so much to go back and get acquainted with that whole franchise, between the books and the TV show and the spin-offs and yeah. You watch a couple of YouTube series about Tolkien? Oh. I guess that would be a good way to do it. As like a primer. I don't know. It's one of those things like especially like when others talk about it, because I'm just like, I really know how to interject or add any value to the conversation because I just don't know anything about it, really. And you figure I read The Hobbit in 7th grade, so that was a long time ago now. I don't really remember much of anything about it, so my, did we see anything around here that looked like it needed to interact with? I don't think so. Except for that scary sound that door just made. All right, let's go. Behind this crazy door.
Welcome to Project Promenade.
Welcome. 5 minutes before the fracture in time. Well, that doesn't sound good.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
You guys must have some budget. What is all this?
The future, Jack.
The future.
You are looking at the biggest discovery of our time.
It's impressive, but Will's the scientist. What do you need me for?
There's a reason we're doing this at 4 a.m., Jack. I need someone I can trust. I need you to help me convince Will.
Yeah, I had a hunch.
When your brother found out the scope of what we were building here, well, you know Will.
Yeah.
Huh. Quite the impressive building here, sir.
Hang on, I gotta get something from my desk. Will overreacted. Scared off the investors, ranting about miscalculations, dangers, all with no evidence. It works. They're gonna cut our funding if I don't prove it.
You always did drag me to these situations.
Me, drag
I love
you.
these Photoshop
One word,
pictures.
Utah.
All right, touche.
And from what I hear, you've attracted plenty of trouble without me these past few years.
Huh.
Well, apparently it's my forte.
Park City, Utah. Well, we found 13 of 16 narrative objects. Let's see, what we got anything else that I can look with? Or look at, rather?
Jack, come on.
I'm looking for lore! Hush. Corridor activation, double key lock, 2 years is required.
Asking for her help is not easy for me. I am in deep trouble. You see, the tests I have to run here are not strictly speaking legal.
Uh-oh.
You're the only one I can trust to help me with this.
Whatever Will did, I want to make it right.
I love my older brother. But he didn't make it easy.
It's already essentially set up. Anyone can do it, but you're the one I want to do this with.
I want to read your computer. Let's go to the very first message here. Project Promenade beta test. Paul, investors have made their decision. Based on William Joyce's concerns, they are halting all funding for Project Promenade until an equally qualified specialist can be assigned to the project to perform further inspection. I did everything I could to sway the vote, but the only board member who voted in your favor was Martin Hatch. We brought up William Joyce's questionable mental health, but the damage was already done. He planted the seed of doubt. Let me know how you wish to proceed. Mayor. Meredith Rosen. Let's see. Mayor, we absolutely cannot afford to lose momentum at this point. If we put Project Promenade on hold, then we lose every Chronon specialist on staff overnight. Monarch is paying double the wages we are. It would be an absolute nightmare. Our staff is irreplaceable, and I'm struggling to hold on to them as it is. I've known William Joyce since childhood. There's no doubt that he's a genius, but he also has a history of paranoia and mental instability. He's lost sight of the big picture. His concerns regarding Project Promenade are outlandish, unfounded, and based on ludicrous conjecture. The only reason we pulled Will in as an advisor is because there's no other qualified specialist available who the investors will trust to sign on to the project now that Dr. Kim is gone. We can't just wait for the board to find a suitable replacement because there is none. Kim approved those figures long before his death. I refuse to let Will sabotage everything we're building here. I need to keep the investors distracted. Buy me time before a final decision is reached. I'll find a way to gather the proof we need in order to proceed to beta testing. Give me 48 hours. I'll make this right. Paul. All right, 14 of 16.
Jack, thank you. I knew I could count on you.
I mean, this whole setup just seems bad, right? Let's see, coming home. Oh, this is quite the long string of emails, it looks like. Goodness! It's a book. So this is back from September 9th. Subject, coming home. Jack, it's been too long. You ever coming home for a visit? The ocean sewage musk of Riverport. Is it luring you back yet? Not to brag, but they've recently deemed the city the coastal Detroit of America. Everyone's thrilled, as you can imagine. What's the latest? Where are you now? I'm guessing you're squatting in some Buddhist temple, making feng shui bracelets and brushing up on your Bikram? Cultural ignorance intentional to aggravate you. Still waiting for the day I get the call that you need me to bust you out of some shady Thai prison. I'll get a fund on standby for your inevitable mess-ups with the law. In all seriousness, no. Wow, words are hard, huh? I hope you're doing well. Thinking about you. Miss you, man. By the way, this is going to come as a shock. Remember, the big project I told you about that I'm heading at the university. They want to bring in your brother as a consultant for the final steps. Just wanted to let you know before you read it online or something. You'll be reading a lot more about our project once it goes public very, very soon. It'll be hard to avoid the buzz, even over there. We both know William can be difficult. Any advice on how to best deal with him? Best, Paul. So the response was about a little bit over a week later, it looks like. Money bags. Navigating my way through Vietnam. Heading back to Thailand in the near future. Hoping you're keeping that fund stacked because I'm bound to make some bad decisions along the way. Actually, I got in a little bit of trouble down that way already, but I think it's all sorted now, and nobody made this mistake of calling the cops. How's the high life? Saw an article on you recently. Top 30 entrepreneurs under 30 or something. Still wearing that ridiculously overpriced watch, I see. About Will. What can I say, really? Clearly, I'm not the expert on dealing with my brother. There's a reason we haven't talked in 6 years. The best advice I can give you is this. Lose the watch. Jack. And then September 16th at 11:27. Will's in good hands. Don't worry. I'll stop wearing the watch when you stop stealing fugly ram statuettes for souvenirs from police stations. Goodness. You'll never let that one go, will you? I keep the photo as my phone background. Your noble protest still provides me with inspiration. Travel safe. That's borderline creepy. Best of luck finding or finishing up the project. Talk soon. Let's see. This one's from October 7th. Jack. I know I'm the last person to ever ask for a favor, but I desperately need your help, man. Everything I've built here my entire career, it's all at the risk of crashing down if I don't do something. I need to take the only measure that'll put this project back on track, but I can't do it alone. I need somebody I can truly trust to help me fix this. Where are you right now? I only have 48 hours to set things right. I know Riverport is the last place you want to be, but I can have a flight booked for you immediately. I realize this is by no means a small ask, but I'm desperate. I need to know if you're in. Best, Paul. October 7th at 1:30 p.m. Almost 2 decades as friends. Not once have you ever asked for help. This must be bad. You okay? What kind of trouble are you in? Of course I'm in. I'm here for you, man. Currently in Bangkok. But I can find a way to Riverport as soon as possible. We'll wait by a computer for further details. Hey, thanks for that follow over on TikTok. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good evening. Thank you, thank you. We're doing a lore run of Quantum Break, so just trying to uncover all the documents and all the juicy bits of lore in preparation to play Alan Wake 2 for the very first time. Let's see. I just booked you a flight from Bangkok to Riverport, first class. Well, they have a direct flight from there? Wow. Taxi will be waiting for you at the airport when you get here and drive you straight to the university. I can't tell you any more over email, but I'll explain everything when you get there. You just saved my life. These aren't the ideal conditions for a reunion, but can't wait to see you soon. I'll pack my things and head to the airport ASAP. Whatever this is about, just make sure Will doesn't know I'm coming home. Not the kind of baggage I need to unpack right now. Yeah, something feels off about this whole situation, right? Like, everything's super secret. You can't tell anybody anything.
So, what's this?
Corridor schematics. Travel clockwise leads to a forward progression in time. Counterclockwise, travel backwards.
Oh, it's like you invented a clock.
Yes. Years ahead of our time.
Fancy. All right, 16 of 16 narrative objects. We did it.
I need you to push the lever over there, labeled Chronon Conduit. That'll activate the core.
Okay.
I'm gonna run diagnostics and make sure it remains stable.
You mean this one right here? All right. Well, I'm not a physicist or anything, but I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Uh-oh.
That's just the Chronon Conduit initiating.
Okay. I was gonna say, you might want to, like, give me a full rundown on what to expect when I do this.
We need to keep pushing forward, Jack.
Are you sure?
Whoa. Whoa, dude.
Stable. The core replicates the effects of a rotating micro black hole, so activating it can be a bit intense.
Yeah.
What exactly are we testing here?
You're about to find out. This way. We've got to raise the corridor.
So...
Just like old times, eh? Slightly illegal, moderately reckless.
They essentially...
in the past. I could tell this was different. Still, I didn't understand how massive and far-reaching...
They created a black hole in a building.
How could I?
I knew Paul.
Nah.
He played it cool, but I could tell he was nervous.
That's not safe.
We're really doing this, Jack. It's gonna be amazing.
That's not safe at all. Yeah, yes. This is fine. Nothing to be concerned with, I'm sure.
Here, take this. You need this key to activate the corridor.
Okay. Doesn't let me pick it up, though. Oh, there we go. At first, there was no prompt to pick it up.
We need to turn the keys at the same time to activate.
Yeah.
Security precautions. Ready?
Just a little time travel.
Wait, we're not launching a nuke, right?
One way to find out. 3, 2, 1. Jack.
What? You didn't say 0. Come on, man. We need ground rules.
Okay, you turn. I'll follow.
It's fine. No big deal. Oh, I have to actually press the button. Okay, here we go.
Close enough.
Oh, wait! I wasn't even, like, remotely close, and it still gave me credit because I wasn't paying attention. My bad.
Passenger enters one end, travels around the loop, exits the other, and arrives at the predetermined time in the physical location where the machine is situated in that time.
Passenger? Wait. This is a corridor for... You're actually going inside that thing?
Yeah.
In the machine, through time. It's a fucking time machine.
I'm going to be the first, Jack. And you're my witness.
This is crazy, Paul. I mean, this can't be safe. What happens when...
Our team has already proved it works in the trial phase. It is ready. We passed every test, every inspection. We're about to make history, Jack.
I doubt they actually went in, though.
All you have to do is hit that switch.
2 minutes to the past. I mean... Sure, why not? Let's see what happens.
2 minutes to the past.
Remember this moment.
Oh, man.
Paul, what?
Mind blown.
It's fine. It's okay. Stay calm, Jack.
Stay calm. There's two of you. You just fucking multiplied.
One's gonna go back into the loop, though, and disappear.
This is
And it'll
exactly
correct
what was
everything, I'm
supposed to
guessing.
happen. He's me, a future version of me from 2 minutes in the future. Your evil future self. We did it!
Oh no!
Fucking incredible. I mean, just imagine the implications. We could warn people about disasters before they happen, cure diseases before they spread. I just had this conversation.
I guess the same matter can occupy the same space in this universe.
Jesus Christ.
Now go into the machine.
It's not like Time Cop or whatever.
Yeah. Yes. Of course.
Wait, Paul, what are you doing?
It's all a big loop, Jack. I need to enter the machine and travel back to the moment I exited the machine in order to, well, be here.
Huh.
And what if you don't?
Yeah.
There is no what if. I'm here. It's already happened. You saw it, Jack. We did it.
Oh, that's impossible. That's literally impossible. I mean, I can't even...
There's no time to stop now. We need to test the other direction. Set the machine to 5 minutes to the future.
Okay. None of this seems like it's a good idea, dude. Just saying.
What are you doing? Oh no.
Oh, hey, bro.
Will? You have to help me with this. We have to shut this thing down now. No.
We have to go back.
Hold on.
Jack, we have to go back.
Shut it down. Paul's still in there.
Shut up.
Not Penny's boat.
At me. Put the gun down and we
Not
can talk,
Penny's boat.
Okay?
No, there's no time.
Please tell me somebody gets that reference.
Put the gun down. Jesus Christ, Will.
Time is going to end. Jack, you have to trust me.
Or what?
That was a lost reference in case anyone was confused. Because he was also on the show Lost. He was Charlie.
Oh God! Oh no! No!
Oh no! Oh no! Everything has gone wrong. Who could have predicted? Yeah, it is kind of his fault.
I think so. I'll find a way out. Make sure Will's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
But the weird thing with time travel, and
Will's words
when
in
you
my
start
head.
thinking of like the inner workings of it,
Time is going to end.
yeah, you think, yeah, it's his fault. But there's so many things that had to happen in a certain sequence. So who really is the cause of all of this?
It should have worked. We broke. It should have worked.
We broke time. We don't have time to argue about time. And it's just the whole like argument that if you can go back, can you fix things? But you always inevitably change something so minor that you don't think it's going to make an effect. And it does.
This can't be real.
Yeah. Time travel stuff is always so fascinating, but when you start really digging in and analyzing it, a lot of it doesn't always hold up, but it's still good fun.
What the hell? This is crazy.
I've heard of Singularity, but no, I haven't played it. Like I said, I love time travel stuff though, so if that's what it deals with, I would probably enjoy it. Whoa. How'd he do that?
Jack. Hey, Will.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Zero state. What have we done? She warned me. I knew she was right.
Who warned you?
All this time. I warned Paul. This could all have been avoided. We're too late.
Should we help Paul out of the machine? Okay. I'm kind of worried if time speeds up and reverts back to normal, all of these, like, lasers and stuff, that's probably not going to do very well for our hero here.
Jammed. This wasn't supposed to happen. The fingers all... Stutter. Collapsed.
Uh-oh. Cheese it, it's the fuzz.
Jack! There's no other way out. I'm going through the machine.
Paul, wait. No!
Jack! This way! Jack! Jack!
Oh boy. Okay, we gotta get out of here. Run!
Come on! You can escape through the hatch I came in through.
Into the hole. Wait. What the heck was that?
I didn't know where he'd end up.
Oh man, his hands would be all ripped up from sliding down there. Okay.
What the hell?
Oh god.
This way.
Run! Why can he not run any faster than this? I think he would have a little bit more pep in his step. I'll have to check that one out. Singularity.
Gotta keep moving.
I've heard of it, but I never really looked into it. The name definitely sounds familiar. He's gonna start doing his Matrixy thing where he dodges bullets. Huh.
Jack. You just... What just... Go. This way. Move.
That was the first time my power started to manifest. An out-of-control burst of energy that saved Will.
We have special powers now.
Jack, your proximity to the pulse, it
oh, wait. Let me pick that up.
relation to the chrono
Will.
field.
What I just did back there. What the hell is happening?
That's what I'm telling you.
Not in the right language.
Yeah, speak plainly.
I'll try to explain, but we have to go.
I'm not a physicist. You need to explain like I'm 5. What is happening here?
Time go bad. If time is an egg, then that egg is fucking broken. The time egg is fucked.
What? Why is there an egg in this?
What? Oh, the egg. I forgot about the egg.
There's a fracture in time. It's breaking down, leading to the end of time, and door.
What?
Locked. They cut my security clearance.
At exactly 4:20 a.m. they did.
Didn't help.
Stand back.
We read about it. Oh, I have to kick it.
HQ, securing the server room.
Whoa.
More of them. Hide.
Fancy server room we got here.
They're coming. In here.
It's gonna be real cold.
I warned Paul about this. About the calculations. I tried to make you listen to me. By shoving a gun in my face? Yes, a gun. The universal symbol for shut the fuck up and listen to me.
Sound logic is always... You...
No, what? I don't know.
Hold up.
We're on this side.
Be very, very quiet.
We sure he didn't head back up to the lab? could have gone back and tried to take the service
This
elevator.
doesn't make any sense.
Five's on his way
How?
there.
Why are you even here?
Your biggest concern right now?
Backup's en route to flush him out.
I would think touching metal in that cold environment would probably be really awful.
My mess. Do you even?
It'd be like touching a steel pole in the middle of winter outside. Maybe not quite as cold.
You heard her. Let's go.
There you go. Got some breathing room.
You have no context for any of this, Jack. You weren't here. A lot happens in 6 years. This is bigger than us. Can't make it personal.
I don't know if they ever explain exactly what. Well, I think they might explain what happened with those two. Why he left for 6 years.
Listen, getting you involved is the last thing I wanted. I'm sorry.
Dumb and Dumber just popped into your head. Man, I haven't seen that in a while. It's been a long time. Although I do use big gulps, huh? Alright. Catch you later. I use that a lot. That's from Dumb and Dumber. It's like my catch-all whenever just something's like, well, okay. Great. Is there anything in this room?
This way.
There's documents. Paul Serene lab clearance to James Ness. Let's see here. Hey James, Paul Serene just had me go through every step of activating the machine in detail with him for over 3 hours. Do you have any idea what's going on with Project Promenade? Do you think he's replacing us? And what about Dr. Joyce? All that stuff he said about how we won't be able to stabilize the Chronon field. What if he was right about the miscalculations? I know he comes across as a crank, but he came up with a lot of research we're now building on. I don't understand the implications if there's an error, but Joyce seemed to think it was serious business. Also, I tried to look up an overview of the figures today, but all the files have been locked out by somebody named Martin Hatch from Monarch Solutions. I know they put some money into this project, but do they seriously have that much authority over us? I'm so confused. Rhea. Oh, there actually is narrative objects in this section. So we had gotten to all of them in part 1. Oh man, I hope I didn't miss anything. Well, if we do, no big deal, I guess. Such is the run. We'll see.
Fracture in time is only gonna get worse. We have to stop this before it's too late.
How?
First, we have to get to my car.
First, we have to get to my car, and then we have to leave. And we have to run very far away.
Look at this. It's the goddamn paramilitary out there. And we're the target.
Yeah. Bad news.
What's the chopper waiting for?
Look down?
Pick up.
Hold on.
I saw that
Oh.
guy earlier. Like he's part of this.
It's Liam.
Maybe even leading it.
We saw him outside the building too. A very large tanker truck. What is that? What is that helicopter doing? It's just floating in air.
You're the one with the door busting skills.
Ah yes, our special powers, I forgot. How could I forget? Alright. Kick it!
Will, get out!
Oh snap.
Oh, target's armed. Opening fire.
Okay, here's our shooting tutorial. There's so many tiny details I feel like
Stay down.
I didn't even see in previous playthroughs.
God damn it.
But I'm not surprised because Remedy, to this point, every Remedy game that I've played, the attention to detail has been spectacular. Is there another dude in this room with us? Oh yeah, there is. Yeah, it just goes to show like the amount of care and love that goes into everything they make because of the detail.
Will, are you okay?
I think so. But Jack, that was...
I know.
That was intense.
This is way out of hand.
I like that we have unlimited ammo,
I've used a
though.
gun before. I've been in a couple tough spots. Never had an army of pro gunmen chase me.
Paul was positive that the experiment would work. That the figures were correct.
I'm assuming, and I'm not really great with math, but
Goddamn idiots. Their formulas were missing these variables entirely.
I wonder what the formula actually says.
Seriously making corrections right now?
Well, if they made them in the first place, we wouldn't be here.
Quantum ripples. You've just initiated a quantum ripple. Watch the next episode of the show to see the consequence of your action. Oh, that's right! Because there's live action episodes. There's 4 of them in this game that precede or after every act. There's 5 acts and then there's 4 episodes of the show, I think. So there are little bits and pieces that if you pick up items throughout your gameplay, it factors into what you see in those episodes later. So that was kind of a cool touch too. I really want them to make another one of these, especially once we get to the end. You'll see there's kind of a little bit of a cliffhanger. Oh, nice! Look, everybody! Instead of working, they were playing Alan Wake. They were playing Alan Wake. Fantastic. But for as much as I would love them to make another one, I don't know if they will because, you know, Microsoft owns the IP. And, I mean, I guess they could work something out with them, obviously. But, I feel like they're probably just, you know, going to be working on more, like, Control and maybe more Alan Wake. I don't know. We'll see. Although I don't know how Alan Wake ends. So I'm saying that with zero knowledge, and not that I want to know at this point. Because I've avoided every little bit of spoiler I can for Alan Wake 2. Is there anything else in here that I missed? I don't think so. I think we're good. Alright, there is one more narrative object, though.
It's coming down. Hide.
Uh-oh.
Not again. Come on, come on, come on, come on. You can do this. You can do this.
Where is everybody?
Oh, hey. Get him on his knees. Oh, God. Whoa. Oh, no.
No, 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 no.
Should I just use... I'm gonna use this because it's unlimited ammo. Man, I have been so spoiled by Fallout because I use VATS so much that, like, real-time shooting is it's always a little rough for me.
Time's acting up again.
No surprise. We have to go.
Later, team. Have Jack and William join
American
Did
science.
you hear that? They know our names. They knew we'd be here.
They must be after the machine.
Dun dun dun.
The elevator.
Uh-oh, we got some more soldiers showing up. Just looking to see if there's anything else in here that I needed to...
Jack, in here.
Hush, dude, I'm looking for lore. There might not be anything. Although, actually, wait. I'm glad I came over here. From Charlie Wincott to Liam Burke.
Going up. Come on.
Okay, let's go back to the top here. Wow, this is a long letter. So, library protest info. So here's a bunch of things we need to do before the protest. We only have a few days before it's happening, and we're not remotely ready. So we gotta hustle if we're gonna make this work. Unless somebody protests, I'm going to be coordinating things. Because right now we're running around like headless chickens here, and this is gonna be a disaster if we don't get our act together. If somebody else wants to do this, let me know. Prep before the protests. Banners and signs. Rita and Tommy got the supplies, but that's as far as we got with this. Since you two have them, you're on banner duty. Make them big and splashy. No profanity. We want them to be able to show them on TV. Make extra ones. We can hand them out. We can't have too many. First aid. We need to have some kind of first aid ready just in case something goes wrong. Abe, you're trained, so I'd like you to run with this. Get a couple of other people to help. Let me know if you're running into a wall with that. I can guilt them into doing it. I think we've got plenty of supplies from the last time. And they should still all be good. But if we need something, we've got about $300 we can use for this. And let's make sure we've got plenty of water bottles to hand out too. Press release. I got this. I'll send a draft of it tomorrow morning so we can do a round of feedback. Jordan, I know you've got those media contacts. So if you have time to talk about it and sex it up as required so we can get maximum exposure, that'd be awesome. Right now, we're kind of being ignored. I know that'll change once we're underway, but I'd like for the media to have this in their actual schedules. Posters. This is pretty much taken care of. Lots of them already. And we've got social media full of that stuff now. I'd like to spread them out beyond the university, though. I'm going to be going to Port Donnelly tonight. So that's one extra area taken care of. So if anyone else can take a little Riverport tour and put some more of them up, let me know. University liaison. We need to keep Riverport U calm. If they feel like we're stepping on their toes too much, we'll be fighting on two fronts. The good news is this is actually the one thing I feel we've got completely under control. Velma's been talking to them from the start. So if anybody gets any static from the university rep, don't argue and don't escalate. Just call Velma, she's got it. Transport. I've got all the flyers and the PA system and tents and everything else at my place. But my car's still busted, so somebody's going to have to pick me up on the morning of the 7th. I nominate Gary because A, he's got that SUV, so he's got the space, and B, Gary's built like a brick shithouse, and his boxes of flyers and the speakers are heavy. Also, I love to watch a man work because matriarchy is 100% real, and I'm a part of the problem. It'd be great if somebody could swing by and get the banners and signs from Rita and Tommy, too. Abe, I know you're going to be busy with the other stuff, but do you think Gail could do it? I know she's not really a part of this, but all she'd have to do is drive. She doesn't have to be at the protest itself. During the protest. We all know how the actual protest is going to go, so I'm not too worried about it. We'll have speeches and whatnot, some chants, the usual thing. Jordan's taking care of all the on-stage stuff. He'll introduce speakers and generally work the crowd. Velma's organizing the actual program, so anything you need to get on the agenda. If somebody wants to speak, whatever, Velma's in charge of that. If she doesn't know about it, it won't happen. So don't tell Jordan, tell Velma. I feel like a brick shithouse. There's one thing I want to be really clear about. We have to keep this peaceful. The last thing we need is to give Monarch an excuse to start anything. This is all about public image. They're going to do what they're going to do with the library. And unless the university steps in, the building's going down. We all know that. I'm hoping we can stop that, but even if we can't, we can make people realize what Monarch is doing to Riverport. That only works if we look like reasonable people and they look like, well, the corporate assholes they are. Camilla, you've done this kind of thing before, so I trust you to keep an eye on everything. It'll be tricky because campus security is a subsidiary of Monarch. So if there's a problem, I don't know if it's going to be in their best interest to actually do their job properly. To complicate things, people are going to get wasted. I know we're saying they shouldn't, but we can't really stop it. All we can do is try to steer people who get too drunk out of there, and please guys, everybody organizing this has to have their heads on straight, or it'll just turn into a mess. Camilla, that's on you too. I know you've got your own crew and I trust you to handle this, but if you feel you need a hand, ask anybody. We'll drop whatever we're doing to help you out. Everybody do what Camilla says. I guess that's everything for now. Let me know if there's a problem with any of this. We can do this. We just gotta hustle. Amy. Holy moly, Amy. Too long, didn't read, even though I did read it. But like, wow. Oh my goodness. So here's the response, because apparently it was intercepted by Monarch. Burke. Check it out. I was looking for key people among these protesters in case we need to get some leverage. It's a bit of a crapshoot. It's not like they have an official website with an org chart or something, but one of them had her email address on a poster, so I took a look at her inbox. Totally a great use of my time and expertise, by the way. These people are so interesting and not at all boring me to death. This Amy Ferraro seems to be in charge. It's not like there's a real chain of command, but she seems to be coordinating this shit and generally calls the shots. So if you're gonna grab somebody so we can spin things later on, she'd be the one. She's got family we can lean on if we want to go that way. Check out the email below. There's some other names and intel there you might find useful if we need to contain this. Now go on with your bad self and get ready to, I don't know, do whatever it is you manly man types do before conducting an illegal clandestine paramilitary operation. Lift weights, arm wrestle, smear some camo paint on each other's faces. Is that a thing? Good talk, Charlie. You want to change your name to Amy Ferrari? It would be Amy Ferraro if you were trying to match you're trying to match the character. Is there any other notes in here? I don't think. Alright, let's go on the elevator ride. Sorry to keep you waiting, dude. We had to read a long note.
Monarch could be expecting that.
We have to, Jack. It's important. To fix the fracture.
We gotta go back.
We need to get to my car.
Okay, just walk me through this, Will. Okay, time's broken. Fine. But now you're saying we could fix it?
In theory. I built something for such an event years ago. But finding the countermeasure won't be easy.
The countermeasure? What?
Uh-oh.
Okay.
What happened?
His hair is annoying you? Oh no.
Let me try.
I'm thinking the technology behind like hair physics and stuff was still not super great when this came out.
They did this, didn't they?
Uh-oh. You okay, dude?
Will? Oh, crap. Frozen again.
Unfreeze time.
Somehow I could focus and unfreeze Will, even if the world was still frozen.
Oh, snap. Oh, yeah, they're all stuck in the
About all of us.
The freeze. So if I let these guys out, right? Oh, I could just take their guns from them. Nice. Might as well, right?
We don't want to be here when the stutter collapses.
Oh, I know. Oh, what's this? Monarch Operation. From Liam Burke to Monarch Prowler Squad. I'm going to be working in conjunction with Prowler Squad for the duration of this operation. Martin Hatch assures me that you already know your roles, but I'm sending this list to make sure that you understand the roles of the squads you will be potentially assisting if the operation does not go according to plan.
Let's go.
Hush. Hush, big bro. There's no room for error on this one. Bandit Squad. Establish and enforce perimeter around University. Ensure quick arrival and departure of Extraction Squad and Core. Prowler Squad. Move all civilians beyond viewing distance of extraction operation using cover story supplied. Contingency plan. If operation goes hot, then apprehend any witnesses of extraction operation. Raider Squad. Infiltrate physics lab. Block all exits. Apprehend Jack and William Joyce if possible. Eliminate if not. Assist Extraction Squad in removing Core from Time Machine. So here's my question. This is another time-related thing, obviously. So we saw both Martin Hatch on campus and we saw Liam Burke as we were walking in. I'm not sure if they probably explain it in the respect that everything has to play out in a certain way for things to kind of be set in motion. But if they knew that they had to stop both Jack and William both, you would think that they would have stopped them before the events that caused the fracture of time. that's what I mean. Like, if you think about things too much, but also I'm sure there's a very solid explanation as to why everything has to play out exactly how it does. Let's see. Assist extraction squad in removing core from time machine. And then extraction squad. Remove core from time machine, lower core and wheel out of the extraction truck. Contingency plan. If operation goes hot, then extract core via helicopter. Deliver core to operator ground zero operation. Await for instructions on final transport to Monarch Tower. Striker squad. Remain in underground parking garage as a last resort containment measure. All right, we got all three of the narrative objects. Cool. Should I go interact with these dudes over here real quick? And take their ammo? Yes. Let me take your ammo. That still looks like Alan Wake. I bet that's... Since we actually saw a computer with them playing Alan Wake. At this point, good hair physics was still a huge waste of resources. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even in, like, brand new games sometimes, it looks a little odd.
This way.
It all depends. But, I mean, comparatively to games of my childhood, I can't really complain. Because it still looks fantastic. Oh no, it's Amy.
I met this girl on my way here.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna get her moving.
Oh, okay. We're helping her out.
She's not unfreezing.
Oh.
It worked on you. Why isn't it working on the others?
Weird.
I don't know. It may have to do with chronon exposure.
Ah, because he was exposed to the blast.
What are they doing? Why? They're taking everybody, every witness to what they've done.
What were they gonna do with him, though? Like, they weren't gonna, you know, shoot everybody, right? What a freeze frame. Yeah, I mean, for when this came out, the graphics were great. They still hold up. Whoa, what happened to the TV that was here? Physics Encyclopedia? What happened to the big TV? Somebody probably took it. Stuff went south and somebody was like, hey, I'm taking that television. Hey, Arslan, welcome in. Hello. How you doing? Control break. Hey. It's Dylan. Is that Burke? Yeah. He's arresting Dylan.
This Monarch guy again. Gets around. Poor Cabby. He seemed like a nice guy.
Let's go check out over here first before we go into the room. I'm just enjoying soaking in all the atmosphere and just like the little Easter eggs to things. I know what TV? It was gone. There was no television. Will it let me go through here? Nope. Invisible wall. Okay. Fair enough. It almost gives you another opportunity, I think, to maybe look at the different documents that you might have missed along the way. Although I could be wrong.
You said you were prepared for this. That you knew it was gonna happen. How?
Are they wearing Pip-Boys?
It's complicated. I'll explain in the car.
It looks like they're wearing Pip-Boys. Sort of. It was Vault Tech all along.
Almost there. Car's this way.
Again, welcome in, Arslan. How you doing today?
You should go in first, just in case.
Huh. Where am I heading? Noon. I know, Pip Boys. So has anybody been playing any 76 over the last couple weeks for Foshnot? Have you gotten any good masks? I got a couple rare ones this time. Not many though. But I feel like I had better luck than some that I've seen. All but the glow. You didn't get any glowing? Really? Wow. I must have been really lucky then. Because I think I ended up with... I think I had 2 glowing.
For now.
There it is!
Oh, no. My car. They're patrolling the parking lot. Oh, God, that's...
Alan Wake!
Okay, Will. Calm down, okay? I'll take care of this. I'll fight my way through. I'll get the car and I'll bring it around.
So, I watched a documentary, it was specifically about Remedy and its production of games over the years. I mean, they talked about Control, they talked about this and Alan Wake. And I'm fairly certain, and I hope my memory serves correct, this board that it is here, I think this is all Sam Lake's writing, because I think this board actually exists. Like... It's still in, if you go to their offices, I believe this board still exists. With all the handwriting and stuff. Like, and he has, Sam Lake in his office has these stacks of script that were written, like the initial iterations of the script for like Alan Wake, as an example. They're just like sitting on the floor in his office. Like, they're like 3 feet high. It's all print-offs and with all the rewrites and stuff over the years. Let's see. Alan Wake. The loophole. A shoebox. The safe. Only place that can't be altered. Let's see. I can't make out the one word. Child's fear of the dark. A symbol of safety. Mr. Scratch. So it's scratched out. The brutal, hateful editor/critic who defiles the artist's words. Old Scratch. The devil. Old Norse. I can't make that word out either. And in demon. When the writer is trapped in the dark place. I.e. mad. Who wears his face? His dark side. Alice Wake. A. Wake. Did he murder her? Now see, that was kind of proven, that was, we found out in Control, obviously, that she went to the FBC and they interviewed her. So that didn't happen. The Muse, but stronger than Alan. Fickle Muse leaves him. Crisis. She can survive without him. He cannot survive without her. He banishes her in, does that say amber? Regrets it. So there is a mention in Control that I recall that talks about Alice Wake and her former husband, Alan. Which normally, you know, if like your significant other either passes away or disappears and can't be found, that's not the proper terminology that you would refer to. It's almost as if, yeah, they had broken up at some point. The ARG thing they did, anger, the bit where he storms out. Oh. Okay. Thomas Zane, poet, writes about Wake. Alan Wake, writer, writes about Zane, who made who real. Eternal closed loop? Ouroboros. Deeper, darker, clean green, where the waves are both wilder and more serene. Isn't that the poem at the beginning of Alan Wake? Because he talks about, you know, to its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Like at the very, very beginning of Alan Wake, I think. I think that's from the same poem. AWE. Alan Wake Experience. Altered World Events. Where did we see AWE most recently? In Control. This House of Dreams. Clues. And then there's a picture of the clicker. Oh, can't be altered. Okay, that's that word I couldn't make out. Clicker, because it's a drawing. Duality. Psychological. He is mad. Urban reason? Duality. Or both. Dark place. Dark presence. Dark matter. Dark energy. 95% of our universe. Who made our world? Supernatural. Wild superstition. Ignorance. It's really happening. It's happening again. The ARG I mentioned is extended versions of the Zane poems. Oh, okay. Harsh light of reason banishes creation or creativity? Which one is light? Which one is darkness? Reality, madness. Or vice versa, depressing reality. By turning his back to Dr. Hartman's diagnosis, he accepts the reality of the supernatural, ascends to become the hero, or turns his back to the reality and embraces the madness, descends. To reach the surface, you must first dive deeper. It's not a lake, it's an ocean. William Blake's, is it Ogeries? Ogeries of Innocence? Cauldron Lake, Endless Depths, Endless Night. The meaning of Christmas lights. Barry? Birth of the Savior. So are we saying that... Hold up. Are we saying Barry is some savior? What? And there's... Okay, spiral into depths. So we saw the symbol here, and we see it again in Control because the door during the AWE DLC, the door that has Alan behind it has the spiral in the door. And I don't know much, and if you know more, please don't spoil. But I know that the spiral factors into Alan Wake 2. I just don't know how yet. Hero's Journey. Number 1, Departure, the first manuscript. 2, Initiation. 3, Return, the second manuscript. So Witch's Cauldron, Barbara Jagger. So that was obviously from the original Alan Wake. Baba Yaga. Bird Leg Cabin. So that was the cabin that he stayed at. Slavic Folklore. The Dark Place, Deep Waters of the Writer's Subconscious Mind. What a cool Easter egg, though. So you think of when this game came out. I mean, obviously they probably had the start of things. They were preparing, writing like what they wanted to work on next and such. But it's so cool to see all of that connected so many years later. I mean, if this was what, 2016? And then Alan Wake 2 ultimately ended up coming out in 2023. So pretty crazy. Yeah, when do we get a Barry standalone game? I don't know how he factors into the second game yet, if at all. I guess we will find out.
No. Are you sure you can fix time?
What is that?
No. Then we'll call it even.
Cool. What an Easter egg, though. I wonder if Control was kind of even on their radar at this point. Or if they were looking to just kind of connect this somehow, maybe with Alan Wake. Or it might have just been an Easter egg that, for fans that they thought it would be cool to throw in. Maybe they didn't intend to have a connection. I don't know.
You'll need these.
I would certainly love to ask those questions, though.
Hey, Jack. Be careful.
Yeah, okay, I will.
Okay. Cool. Time vision. Press the Y key to activate time vision to locate enemies, hazards, and items. Time vision deactivates when you move.
What the hell?
Nice.
My powers were growing. I started to sense things, premonitions, echoes from the past.
Just got orders from Monarch Actual. They want us to find a car belonging to William Joyce. Well, stay sharp.
Oh, I should have waited until he was done.
It's supposed to be in goddamn Thailand.
Get him. I'm sorry, I'm a terrible shot.
7 different parking lots, and you just had to pick this one.
Oh, wait, how did I switch arms? Okay. That was kind of a leftover from Alan Wake as well, because...
Alright, where's your car, Will?
The combat plays pretty similarly in a lot of ways. But I definitely see... like the groundwork, what we got in Control as well. Let's see. How do I switch? I guess let's use the SMG. They start playing with the crazy powers, but they take it slow. Yeah! Which is good, because... there are a couple of the powers that you get in this game that I always had trouble with. Valentine? A feast of Christmas music. Wait, isn't this set in like... is this set in October? I've seen a few dates, so I'm trying to remember. Especially because we read emails that go back to, you know, like September and such. I think we're in October in the game. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be in October. Present day in the game is October. Present day now for us in real life is February, almost March. Which, where did February go, huh?
I could see an echo of the past. Will, arriving at the university.
Can we just take this big armored car with us somewhere? They do give you a lot of ammo and stuff too, if you need it. Which I can appreciate. What do we have here?
I hope to God I'm not too late.
That's... I'm seeing the past.
Whoa. Whoa, dude.
I hope to God I'm not too late.
There we go.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit!
Time stop.
Clicked. I could reach out and stop time in a focused area.
I know Kung Fu.
Will. Fuck. They're coming from where I left Will. I gotta get back to him.
Okay.
I swear to God, if you hurt
To
him.
cast a time stop to slow enemies down. Shoot at a time stop to stack your bullets for extra damage. Okay.
Control it.
Nice. I remember the combat in this being pretty fun. Ow. Oh, he didn't stop. Oh, wow. I'm not doing so hot. Run, Jack! I need to get some more ammo, I think. Where'd this other dude go? Oh, there's two of them. There might actually be three.
How many of these assholes are there?
Yeah, how many of these dudes are there? Whoa, hi! Whew. If you could stop time, you'd sleep all the time.
I need to get to Will.
I mean, I probably would too. Not, not gonna lie, that sounds pretty awesome. Well, I wouldn't, you know, sleep all the time, but get as much sleep as necessary, I guess, would be the way to say it. Alright, what do I gotta do here? Take Will's car, I guess. Is there any other, like, little narrative items anywhere else? I don't believe so. Get me out of here! Oh, wait, maybe not. No, it says get back to Will. Well, isn't this his car? Oh, wait a minute. How did I miss? Oh, do I have to go back to the building? Never mind. Ah, yes. Oh, no. Jesse?
You're Jack Joyce.
Where is he? Where's my brother?
They're taking him to the library. You might still be able to catch them.
Jesse Faden.
Why are you helping me? You're with them.
It's more complicated than... Look, I don't know if you can make it, but you should hurry.
That's the first time you saw Beth Wilder.
Yeah, but definitely not the first time she saw me.
Will. Will.
We must save Will. When you see a time vision icon blinking.
No time to lose. I gotta get to Will.
Oh, wait a minute. I honestly forgot how to play this.
Please, let me go. I can shut the hell up. Look, just shut the fuck up, all right? Boss said to take him to the library. Wants to deal with this one first.
Okay, we're headed to the library.
Will.
Oh, hi.
Fuck.
Left button to time dodge.
Shit. Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
No.
I seem to remember doing the time dodge a lot.
He's gone.
We're destroying all this, the priceless.
What the fuck is going on in there?
Oh no. Oh no. No. Oh no. Oh shit. Don't die. Woo.
Gotta get to the library.
All right, give me some ammo. What do we have here? Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh no, my controller batteries are low.
Gotta keep moving, Jack.
I prepared for this. Well, I think I can play for a little bit. I do have a replacement set of batteries. I need to get a rechargeable set for my Series X controller. I don't, for whatever reason, the ones for my Xbox One are slightly different and don't work with this controller. Even though you would think that they would work. They don't. Why did I come down here? Oh.
Don't make sense. Dragging this asshole to the library? Airlift's already initiated. He should be gone by now.
Airlift. The time machine. You taking the time machine?
Hey, I said no talk.
Okay. Whoa, what's happening down there? That doesn't look good. Oh, so now he notices.
What?
You still had no idea that Wilder was helping you?
She wasn't the only one.
Nothing. Lights are out across the whole damn campus.
Oh God.
Somebody cut the power. This was supposed to be a quiet operation. We got what we came for.
Behind the corner somewhere.
Let's see the meaning of shitstorm that follows this. Hey, it's all being taken care of. You heard the big guy. Contingency plan is in effect. We finish what we started, and we reconvene at the dry docks. Simple as that. We got problems? Nope.
Okay. Hey. I was gonna say I'm hitting the buttons and nothing's working. Oh God. I gotta get better at using the abilities. Oh no. Oh God. Ah! Get behind cover, dude. Like we're just destroying everything. Got him.
Negative. Stay in formation down here. You'll come to us.
Yeah, I will.
How does he dodge the bullets? I feel like trying to find narrative stuff though. I mean, there might not be any in this section. Because it's so action oriented right now, you know? Oh no! Oh God. These guys are like the hiss rangers and stuff in Control. Oh. Get out of here. I love the slow motion too. When it's like the last enemy in an area.
Okay, gotta get to the library.
How did they get such a good head start? Ooh, heavy pistol. Let's take that. Still unlimited? Still unlimited. Sweet. I think I get ability points at some point as well. Where I can upgrade powers. I don't know if I can do that quite yet. Library chase. 100% discovery. Well, we got 100% discovery. Collectibles. Intel. Wow, yeah, there's definitely stuff to find. We might not find it all. Maybe I need to look a lot more in depth. Wait, did I not have heavy pistol? Oh, did I already have the heavy pistol?
I have to reach Will before it's too late.
I guess I did. Okay. Cool. Alright, that's where we have to lead to. I guess this is just an alternate way that I could have come down. Let's see if there's any notes hanging out up here. I don't see anything. Okay. Onward. Who wants some sizzle?
Why are you taking me here?
It's a library. I need to return some fucking books. HQ, we've got William Joyce in the library. Waiting orders. Over.
Will. They took him to the library.
That other actor sounded familiar too, the guard.
I gotta get to him fast.
Alright. Before we go after Will in the library, that might be a good spot to take a quick break so I can switch out the batteries and stuff in my controller. And it's also been just over 2 hours since we started. So let me put on some music, enjoy those tunes, and stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few to hopefully save our brother in Quantum Break. We will see you in just a few, everybody. Be right back.